This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Welcome to the Martini Mortgage Podcast. I am Kevin Martini, and I will be your host of the 44th episode called Real Estate Builds Wealth. Now, I'm not just the host of this podcast. I am the branch manager and senior mortgage strategist of the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage. I truly believe to be wealthy, you have to have real estate. After all, you all have to have a roof over your head when you go to sleep every night, don't you? So why not own that roof? As a primer, I have found that many people that rent have elected not to buy a home and secure a mortgage because they're concerned with the obligation that a mortgage means. Well, let me share a hashtag Kevin Martini Live talking point with you. When you rent, you are paying a mortgage. You are just paying your landlord's mortgage for them. Now, there are many asset classes. There is cash. There is gold, silver, stocks and bonds, and then there's real estate. I have found that real estate is more consistent than other assets. Again, I believe that real estate creates wealth. I know it's a bold statement, isn't it? But it's true. Real estate is a consistent asset, even with the major events like the Great Recession, or what I like to call the mortgage renaissance. Let me assume that you rent today. Listen, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with renting. I need people to rent because I am a landlord. My tenant pays my mortgage, they pay my maintenance, they pay for my repairs, and they pay for my upkeep of the property. I know what you were saying. Kevin Martini, I rent and I do not pay for repairs, and you do not pay for maintenance, and I will share, yes, you do. You see, every landlord builds those costs into the rental payment. As an added bonus as a landlord, I am getting appreciation of the property. In addition, the tax benefits since I itemize. So renting is a windfall for a landlord. Now, for a tenant, there is a time to rent, and that time is not now. This episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast is Real Estate Creates Wealth. With data through December 31st, 2018, according to Zillow, the median home price value in the U.S. was $223,900. That is an increase of 7.6% over the last year. They predicted home values will increase over 6% in 2019. Holy cow, Batman! Over 7% in appreciation last year and a projected appreciation increase of 6.3% in 2009. Let me take a moment to define appreciation. Appreciation is the rise of home prices. Pretty simple. Appreciation is how wealth is built in real estate. Check this out. My wife Ronnie and I purchased our first home in the 90s. Yes, I'm still a very young man. When we purchased, the median home value in the U.S. was $79,100. And if you adjust that for inflation, that would mean $101,000. Now, the median home value is $223,900. It is natural for home prices to rise over time. And if Ronnie and I would have kept that house, we would have made a 2x plus return on the investment and be mortgage free. Now, let me talk about ROI, if you prefer, return on investment. Appreciation has an impact on your ROI. Your ROI is multiplied when you consider that a mortgage provides leverage. Honestly, why the heck anyone would pay cash for a house, I do not know, because I have to disagree with Albert Einstein. He said the most powerful thing in the universe was compounding interest. I say the most powerful thing is a mortgage, since it allows you to amplify your returns. Let me do some simple math for a moment, for illustration only. let's assume you and I both purchased the exact same house in the exact same neighborhood at the exact same time. We both paid $200,000. Now, you paid cash for that house, and I put 10% down. We both spent $200,000 for that home. However, you literally took $200,000 out of your bank, and I took $20,000 out of my bank and got a $180,000 mortgage. Are you tracking? Now, let us fast forward for illustration only. Let's assume that the appreciation was 10% in the first year. Again, just for illustration. So your house and my house is now worth $220,000. So you made 10% on your cash. Let me expand. You paid $200,000. Now that home you are purchasing or purchased is worth $220,000. Does that make sense? Now, you remember I said a moment ago, I said that the most powerful thing is a mortgage since it allows you to amplify your returns. It allows you to do this because of leverage. Now, you made 10% ROI on your cash. I made 100% ROI on my cash. Remember, I only put 10% down. That was $20,000. The house appreciated $20,000, so I doubled my money. Here's a hashtag Kevin Martini talking point. A house does not care how much you put down. It's going to appreciate at the same rate regardless if you have a mortgage or not. A mortgage provides leverage to amplify your cash on cash return on investment. Real estate is one of the easiest asset classes to leverage. Not only is it easy, the current environment provides very favorable terms. Interest rates are epic. A large down payment is not needed. And the debt is amortized over 30 years. And by the way, don't forget that interest is on the mortgage may be tax deductible too. Everybody's a little bit different, so consult with a CPA or financial planner. Listen, there are many ways to make wealth, but believe the easiest one that create wealth is with real estate combined with a mortgage. I think you can make more money in real estate than you can at your 9-to-5 job. It's my opinion. Real estate is the safest, steadiest, and simplest way to create wealth. Now, you are 100% on board and agree with me. Thank you. But you have concerns about your credit and or your down payment. Let me talk about credit. Bad things happen to good people. That is why I and the entire Martini Mortgage Group offer home loan solutions to families that have credit scores as low as 580. Now, getting out a loan with a lower credit score is not a myth. It is not like a leprechaun riding on a unicorn. It happens every day at the Martini Mortgage Group. I help families with high credit scores too, and I help families with low credit scores. I help families with a lot of debt, and I help families that have no debt. If you're buying a home and it is right for you, then let us not worry about the credit. I can help you. Now, I cannot pay your down payment. However, there are some home loan programs that do not require a down payment, and if a down payment is required, it will be low. Did you know that the median down payment on a loan approved in 2018 was only 5%? Yes, the median down payment on a home in 2018 was only 5%. You do not need to wait to have 20% to secure a mortgage. If you have a 5-year plan that includes buying a home, it is never too early to have a confidential conversation with an experienced, trusted mortgage strategist. That's who we are with the Martini Mortgage Group. We can help you determine what it will take to make that 5-year plan a reality. You may be closer to that dream than you realize. Real estate creates wealth. Real estate is an amazing asset class. No one can tell you that it is smart for you to stop renting. No one can tell you if it's smart for you to upgrade your current house and to get a better one that fits your needs. However, I believe there's no substitution for education. As an experienced mortgage strategist, I can help you and your family develop a plan because I take the time to understand your short and long-term goals. The process starts with loan first, home second. In closing, there is a time to rent. However, that time is not now. There are many ways to build wealth in the U.S., and I believe the safest and steadiest and the simplest way is to do it with owning real estate and having a mortgage. If you or someone you know has questions about the current interest rate environment or the unique home loan options that we offer at the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage, know I am here. I am Kevin Martini, and this is the 44th episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast called Real Estate Builds Wealth. Thank you for tuning in.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.